Hi, it's Lucy Edson here for A Million Memories. I just was bringing you a couple of ideas today about using your decorative pins. I always like to add a little bit of embellishment to everything I do, so adding a few glass beads to some pre-made pins is a really cute way to add an extra touch to your next project. Let me show you a close-up of this. I took a small chipboard frame and created a little flower garden with the decorative beads. I've got a lampwork bead, pearls, glass flower beads, and even a little butterfly. I think that adds a really cute accent to any card or to a scrapbooking project. Another simple way to use these embellished pins is to simply poke them into the knot on your ribbon. They can be poked into a flower or even woven into your paper if you punch a couple holes to start so you don't bend your pins. Let me give you an idea of how I put these together. A lot of companies have created beautiful pre-made pins. There are some pretty flower head pins, triple pearls, those come in gray, also crystals that are different colors, whimsical, cute designs on the top, little flowers, hearts. I have a collection of different beads and pearls I like to work with. I also like these dressmakers pins, the colored pearls, because they have a really pretty bright pearl already embellished onto the top. I have a collection of glass beads that are flowers or leaf shape, pearls. Really anything is, any type of bead is fine. A cute whimsical child's bead would make an adorable project if you're going to embellish a child's layout or just a cute fun card for someone. Most of these supplies can all be bought at Walmart or your local craft store. So just kind of take a look around and see what you have available. If you're like me, you already have a lot of this stuff in your stash. So I like to use this glue, E6000. It's just a heavy glue that will work with metal or glass, so I know that it will hold my beads firmly on the shaft of the pin so that I don't have them sliding over into my project. I usually just use a toothpick to apply that, and it's as simple as selecting how you want to put the project together. I really like this flat black bead, and I think that would look cute with this heart. So I'm just going to take a look at it before I glue. And however simple it is, it doesn't matter, because once you put it with your other embellishments, it's just going to really pop. I'm going to take my glue on my toothpick here and just put a little glob here onto the pin and slide the bead up as far as you want. You can have a little space, or you can have it touching. I'm just going to kind of hold it in place for a moment and let the glue set up, and just lay it to the side and let that dry completely. Probably about 10 minutes, it'll be fine to work with. I also have some really adorable beaded pins that already have a leaf on the top, and I have some glass flowers that are openings on the sides, so those work well. You also can use head pins, which they use in jewelry making, with just the little wire wrap at the top. These, however, don't have the sharp end, so if you're going to weave that into paper, you might want to punch a hole first. And those are basically like jewelry making, except instead of wiring off on the end or knotting it off, I'm just going to glue the beads on so then I can use it on my next project. I like the kind of tarnished silver look. I think that gives a really pretty vintage appearance. There are little tiny flower beads. This is on one of these small dressmaker's pins, a flower bead with a small leaf. Wouldn't that be a dainty accent? You also, if you use the head pin, you can wire a charm on the top too, so you've got a little dangle, and that adds a cute accent. You can use the spacers that you use in jewelry making. These could be done with a whimsical design. This, I've taken a little flower at the top, and then the butterfly and a pearl. It'd be great for a little girl's page. I've also made some using small lamp work beads. That was on, one of those was on the card. Here's another small lamp work bead. I just don't like to use really thick, heavy beads that are going to poke out a lot. Now for a card it doesn't matter, but if I was going to be putting it onto a scrapbook page and I wanted to go into a page protector, that might be a problem. And you can layer these as much as you want. You can see I've got a head pin, the pin on the top, a pearl, a glass flower, and a leaf here. Now, I'm not left with a lot of area to poke into my project, but if you were sliding this into an area beside a flower, you'd have enough space just to slide it in. Pretty much any type of glass bead will work for this, and pearls are always beautiful and add an elegant touch. Also, you can do tiny little embellishments using like a small charm bead, like this little butterfly. And once again, it's as simple as just a little bit of glue, sliding the pin up, and letting it set up. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed this.